Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We had a little bit of a hiatus there in recording, but I think I have all the issues resolved, so today we are going to get back into it and we are starting out with a really nice surprise, so stick around guys because you're going to enjoy the ending of this one. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Okay, so as I said, over the last few days, we've had quite a few issues from the overkill side of the fence here when it came to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have been dealing with crash after crash after crash after crash, removing add-ons, adding add-ons, you name the whole world. We ended up doing a complete full reinstall of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and since then, everything seems to be working once again. Oh, the struggles that we go through, they are real. So today we are doing something really fun. We are going to be flying out to the Axonos KPSP, so Palm Springs in California. They did a fantastic rendition of the Palm Springs airport, and we're going to check that out firsthand from the pilot's view, so make sure you guys stick around towards the end. We're flying from a little airport out in California. We're just going to be doing some VFR traveling up to the northwest, crossing the water, then going down the mountainside, and then into Palm Springs. It should be a nice pretty flight, and we're flying the DA62 today. As I want to get more familiar with it, please keep in mind this will not be a tutorial on the DA62. We'll probably just be doing a hot start with it, but just getting an idea of how it flies. This aircraft is using a mod, which I'll have a link to down in the description below. This mod has gone through a ton of renditions. The developer has done a fantastic job of really bringing this aircraft to life. I have been following this mod off and on since the launch of the simulator, and he just keeps on chugging away at it, doing an absolutely great job. And so today we are going to fly the aircraft and hopefully have a really good time. So without any further delay, let's get started. Alright, so let's get locked and loaded. You know, I think I'm actually going to pause the head tracker until we are ready to roll. Probably make a little bit more sense here. Okay, and let's see what we got going on. So you need to make sure the parking brake is set. That is our parking brake, and I believe that is, yep, that was depressed. Good. I always like to cycle it now. Gear selector is down. Flaps. Where's our flap switch on this thing? That's sort of how I get familiar with it. Yep, flaps are up and retracted. And fuel selectors. I don't remember where the fuel selectors are on this beautiful lady. That's the auxiliary power. There's the fuel selectors. There we go. Alright, so fuel selectors. Is that? Yep, no. I see. Yep, that's got to be on. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh. What's it doing? Interesting. And it just mirror these on. It looks like they're already set to on, so I'm going to leave those eyes set. It's been a while. Like I said, I haven't followed this aircraft in quite a while. Alright, so we have flap selector. Let's see here. Flap selector is up. Fuel selectors are both on. Yep, red safety guarded closed. Okay, so that keeps us from shutting the engines off. I see how this works now. Gotcha. Alright, and let's see here. Power levels are at idle. Power throttles are at idle. Yep. Alright, and let's see here. Voter switches both on. Voter. Yep, voter switches here. It looks like they're both in the auto position, so we're good to go there. Electric master switch comes to on. Where are you? There you are. Electric master switch on. AV master looks like it's already set to on. Strobe lights come on automatically. Alright, so this is the engine start switch. Where's our lights? Electric master, right hand fuel pumps, left hand fuel pumps. Master switch, engine starter. That's autopilot for the G1000. Where's our lights? These are de-icing. Do 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 do. Okay, I don't see. Oh, right there. Cool. Strobe lights on. Position lights on. Okay. All right. Good. Engine master. Press on. All right. So first start the left engine. So we're going to go strobe lights on. Then first left engine. Then the right engine. So engine master comes to on for the left engine. Warning displays. Let's see here. Left alternator, right alternator. Yep. P2 heat. Okay. And then start button press. And she's alive. Good engine start on the left engine. Alright, start that right engine. That was easy enough, isn't it? We're going to go ahead and bring that pitot heat on now. We're going to get taxiing out pretty quick. Taxi lights come on. Like I said, this isn't a tutorial. This is not a tutorial this time. Hopefully on the next one. Alright, let's set our transponder. We're just doing VFR today. We're going to set that to on for now. Transponder is set to VFR 1200. Alternator fail. Alternators are off. That means... Why do I have an alternator fail? Did it start? It did not. Let's try that again. She lit? Alright, we're lit this time. Alright, let's set our altimeter pressure. Looks like we're just holding steady at 299 today. That's kind of impressive. Which happens sometimes, I guess. Keeps things nice and easy for us. And let's come on over here to the PFD for a second. I just want to expand this out a bit. Let's go out this way. Okay, so we need to... Oh, let's see if I can get a bit closer. There we go. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be crossing the water here. We're going to be coming on over here, following a mountainside that exists right in here. You guys will see it. We're going to keep the aircraft pretty low today, just have some good times watching the scenery. And there's KPSP, there's Palm Springs Airport right there, at which point we'll catch the wind information, determine which way we need to take off from. Currently where we're at winds at 270 and winds calm, so really takeoff runways at our discretion today. But there's the windsock right there, so we got a little bit coming in there from the west. So let's go ahead and we'll get out of here and get the aircraft airborne. Have some fun. So with that in mind, let's turn our head tracker back on. Let's reset some camera views here. And actually I think what I want to do, let's go to Control 2. Let's go to Control 1. And then from here, what I like to do is sort of set my own views here. There we go. Control Alt and 1 to save our view. Easy to get back to it. Let's release that parking brake. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And let's go fly a DA-62. And you're just going to walk right in front of us, aren't you? You guys are crazy. You're going to go right at the propeller. Oh my gosh. What a gruesome scene that would be. What do we have right there? Stall heat fail. I don't think. Let me double check where we're at here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna come all the way up here, then taxi back out this way, and then take off out towards the southwest. I don't know why I'm getting a pitot fail. We'll just turn those off for now until we get rolling. I don't know if this is a bug or what's going on here. We know that the pitot heat and the stall heaters are turned off right now, so hopefully those will turn on. Unless I'm missing a stall heat. Gosh darn it. This is why I hate taxing in simulation. Because I'm always trying to look at other things. But it happens. Alright, so we're going to bring her right out over this way. I've seen this airplane on YouTube, and as far as real-world flight, it's a pretty impressive aircraft. I think we have a bug going on here is what's going on. You know what I just thought about too? Is I have the NXI installed. I don't know if this aircraft is actually compatible with it. I'll have to look into that. But it'll get us there safely. Shouldn't be any issue. We have all damages turned off, so just we're going to pretend like any errors that pop up aren't really there unless we have a critical issue with the aircraft, but I don't think we're going to. I really think it's probably compatibility issues. I haven't gone through all of the setup yet. Alright, so cruise climb power, we're going to be looking at 95%. We're going to be looking for a climb speed of between 95 and 100 knots. Rotation's going to be between 75 and 80 knots. We're going to be slowly bringing the power up to maximum power. Let's see here, pitching 10 degrees for the climb. Sort of reading old checklist I have here. And fully retract the flaps at 95 knots. So shortly after takeoff, flaps come up. That's pretty impressive. Normally we're looking for like 300 feet, things like that, before we bring flaps up. Alright, so we're going to turn our heaters back on. Hopefully everything goes well. Here's our entry point to the runway. Landing lights come on, takeoff or taxi lights come off. Taking the runway. Setting flaps for takeoff. Alright, and let's fly. Let's see here, and we are going to be flying to the northwest after takeoff. So, slight right turn out of here. Shouldn't be too bad. Releasing the brakes. Slowly advancing the power to maximum. There's maximum power. 60 knots. There's 70 knots rotating. Coming up 10 degrees. Positive rate. Gears coming up. .95 knots, flaps up. We want 95% engine power for climb. A little under there. And let's start turning towards our destination. Very stable aircraft, man. This thing just sort of does its own thing, doesn't she? Yeah, so we're going to cross the water here. Engine power is looking at 93%. Let's go ahead and level her out here. Like I said, I don't want to climb too high today. Gonna want to enjoy the scenery. Climb power or a cruise power recommended is at 75%. Thereabouts. She's got a FADEX system, so we don't have to worry about controlling pitch and mixture. She's going to handle that on her own. The engine control management system will take care of that for us. Absolutely amazing aircraft. I haven't flown this in so long. I mean, it's stable, yet, like, okay, so this is hands-free. So it's not like you're free to do whatever you want. You got to take care of the aircraft. You got to do what you need to do. And yes, I know we have autopilot, all that good jazz. I haven't engaged it on purpose. Kind of just wanting to figure out how she flies, honestly. Kind of enjoying it. It's, I mean, she keeps you busy. You know, you still have to fly your plane, right? She's handling very nicely. Very nicely. You know what? I know why our altimeter didn't have to change. I think I have live weather disabled still. Yeah, I did. It was one of my attempts to get the problems to stop when I was flying previously. I had a really bad week with it, guys. All the way through Christmas. It was just crash after crash after crash. I could not figure out what the heck was going on. Finally wiped it, reinstalled. I could not get anything to work. So let's double check. We're under live weather now, so you know what else sometimes help? After you switch to live weather, you sort of adjust time and things like that. A lot of times you'll get a better change there. No meter available. This is a very nice, very stable plane. Cruising at 150 knots. Not bad at all. Engine management's a dream. Trim it out. Accelerate it a little bit, so naturally we're going to climb a bit. So our goal is we're going to come right up this way, which will take us down right through here. We're going to come right through here basically, and then as we come up to the top here, we'll join up with Palm Springs Airport. So we got a ways to go yet. There it is, Palm Springs right up there. So won't be too bad. Probably got about 30-40 minute flight here. I think I'll peek in with you guys as we get closer, off and on. Let you know where I'm at with the aircraft, how I'm feeling about it. It's certainly a beautiful plane. And more importantly, I'll let you know as we get closer and closer to Palm Springs. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that airport. It's a beautiful airport, beautifully done. So I'll catch you guys in a few. All right, my friends, we are coming close to Palm Springs, California. This is an absolutely gorgeous airport. Truly a fantastic job by the Axonos team. It was a real pleasure to be able to do one of their pre-release videos. I was supposed to have this video done actually quite a while ago, but unfortunately all the issues I was having with Microsoft Flight Simulator prevented that, which is never fun. But we're just a few miles out here. You can see there is Palm Springs right there. Let's zoom in a bit. We're about 9 miles away, give or take. I'm going to zoom in pretty tight here. Once we're there, we can check out all the stuff we need to take a look at. So let's disengage the autopilot. Start pulling some power off. Ooh. And as much as I enjoy the live weather, I think we're going to clear it. Otherwise, you guys aren't going to really be able to enjoy the airport. But let's do this. Let's put some few clouds out there. There we go. Alright, and let's set that barometric pressure on the altitude. Make sure that we're still good there. There's the airport. Winds 266 at 4 knots. That's what we're looking at today. We're going to take a quick cruise around the airport. Just sort of give you guys a chance to see her in all her beauty. Alright, so here we are rolling in here at the north end of the runway. You can just see all the fine detail that was put into the crafting of this particular location. Everything from some static aircraft to the local buildings that are there, true to life. The layout of the airport, taxiways, signs, and lighting, all true to, again, true to life. There's the main terminal here.
500.
Thank you. Really, really well done. Again, it was an extreme pleasure to be able to do an initial review of this airport. Axonos does some fantastic work. You can find a link to this airport down in the description below. It is a pay-aware software, and I'm sorry, it is worth every single penny of it. I promise. The golf course right next to it, in case you guys want to fly out here and do some golfing. Absolutely fantastic. Well, now let's go ahead and bring our bird in here. See all the wind turbines out there. Definitely a wind farm. Look at that. Ton of them out there. Alright, we're going to bring our initial stage of flaps in. This aircraft is a blast. The aircraft with the location was a perfect matchup, if I do say so myself. I had forgotten how cool this little airplane is. It's fast, it's nimble, it moves, man. Let's go ahead and get that gear brought down. Which switch do we have it on today? There she goes. For a final approach speed of about 85 knots. Descent rate between 300 and 500 feet per minute, ideally. And once we land, we'll take we'll take a drone look of the airport. You guys can check that out again. Really, really gorgeous airport and perfect scenery. I think the thing I love most about Palm Springs is just sort of tucked back here.
500.
Yes, I know. All right, let's get our feet back on them rudder pedals. flaps coming in. Reducing that approach speed because she's there. She goes, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so we're looking probably more like 75 knots. See, now we're flying again. Yeah, so 75, between 75 and 80 knots it looks like. Got to crosswind a little bit. Engines at idle. Ooh! Little bounce. And we want to get out to general aviation out there to the right. Flaps coming up. Landing lights off. Taxi light back on. And I'll catch you guys at the parking spot, and then we'll take the drone out for a quick spin around the airport. Alright, so stepping right back into it. Here is the beautiful Palm Springs Airport. Again, absolutely stunning detail and effort was put into this map. Or airport, excuse me. I always call them maps. I don't know why I do that. It's such a bad habit. But you guys just take a moment and enjoy the scenery and what's been provided for us from the team at Axonos. And you guys just let me know what you think. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.